Right, carrying on. I'm sure I'm going to have to break this into about three sections. What have we got up next? Now, I wonder who knows what that is. The American members will probably know exactly what it is. I remember these when I was over there in the 50s. There's a bit of a clue, 10 amp and a thin wire going across it. It's a fuse. And that's what they used to be like. Whether they still use them like that, I don't know. You can probably still buy them. These were some that, this is an item that someone sent over from America. His name's Scott. I don't know what happened to him. If he tunes in and sees this, get in touch, because it was a long time ago and it came from him. It's a Metro. Show the box. He sent the box over. Metropolitan, 10 amp, 125 volts, 5 Pyrex plug fuses. Be a few years old. I would imagine there are houses that still use these. The older houses. On the top there. Manufacturers of switchboards, panel boards, electrical appliances, Metropolitan Electric Manufacturing, Long Island City, New York, established 1892. So they've been around a bit. It is just a standard medium base screw, and you'd screw it into the board and your circuits would be protected. This one's, as I say, is a 10 amp. They obviously made other sizes. I even think they make slow blow ones as well like this, but I don't know. We're jumping about a bit. Let's have a look at that. Now this is not a fuse. It's a medium screw to the American flat pin. Once again, this is quite old. There's the name on it, Utilo. And as I've said in the past, in England we tend to put the actual current rating on it, like 250 volts, 5 amp. But in America they tend to use the wattage. And 250 volts, not 110, 250. The maximum wattage on this one would be 660 watts. Don't ask me why. I know the vacuum cleaners, I've seen them that have turned up in England, whereas our ones are always in watts. The American ones normally show it as amps. There's the other side. This is a few years old. And to go with that, a very old non-polarised plug. USA, not China. This was made out of, I don't know what the material was. It's not plastic or Bakelite. It looks like a form of resin. But, as I say, you look at the pins, more or less the same as what they are now. This one is just 2 straight pins, so it could go in either way round. I know now they make one pin a bit fatter than the other, so it can only go in one way. You can pop that in there. And there's a nice little unit. Carrying on. Now, I'll say now that you might have thought that I've swallowed the Blarney Stone. You that don't know the Blarney Stone, they say if you kiss the Blarney Stone, that's in Southern Ireland, you get the gift of the gab, which means you talk and talk and talk. Some may say that I've swallowed it. Anyway, I do like talking. Here There's lots of talks about adapters and things. Here we have an American adapter. Once again, 66 watts. Now this one, funnily enough, shows it as 125 volts. 660 watt, 125 volt. A normal screw base, which you screw into a socket. And it gives you 2 outlets and allows you to screw a bulb in as well. $250 watt, 125. That probably refers to the maximum on this one and those other ones there. I don't know. Mind you, it's pushing it a bit. And that's made by GE. And I can assure you it wasn't made in China. It's also got a pull cord. And I think that pull cord would just be for the centre light. I haven't tried it, but I would think that's what it's for, the centre light. Yeah, that's that one. While we're on lamp holders and sockets, I was sent this across a few years ago. I've never taken it out of its little package. This also came from Scott. So if he is out there, give us a shout. This is new pop in, pop out. It was new, I don't know when it was new, quite a while ago. And it's a quick, I won't take it out of the box, but it's a quick release. The bulb is merely held in by that spring. You just push it in, the spring holds it, makes contact, and it's easy, probably for someone that might be disabled or one that's in an awkward place. But that's what it has, you know, it just screws into a normal socket or holder, and it turns to that. So you know, it makes it easier to change the bulb. As it says, never screw in a light bulb again. Model number EZ or EZ101. And there it tells you all about it. Pop in, pop out. I'll do it slowly so you can see what it says. You can always pause it and see what it says. Oh, it's interesting to see all the things. Oh God, look at that. Made in China. EasySocket.com. While we're still on the American fittings, this is a little night light, switchable. Sometimes you can fit a little shade over there. It can look like a little lantern shade or something. That just clips in there. I've probably got the shade, but where it is I don't know. It's somewhere about. I will do a video of the loft. It's very untidy, but you'll get an idea. I've got quite a lot of stuff. It's stuff I've collected over the years. It's things you do. That fibre stuff in there's actually broken. It's age, but they're the pins again. Once again, they're the basic 2-pin. They're not polarised, and they go through a switch. And the little bulb, which is about either a 3.5 watt or a 7 watt or 7.5 watt, is for a night light. Still in America, we've got another straightforward screw-in adapter. Contacts on the side in the middle. This also is by GE. This is 660 watt, 250 volt. actually shows it as 250. It's got the underwriter's laboratory standard thing on it. It's got a bit of dirt as well. Sorry about that. They didn't charge me more for that. And look at the base. Well, it's not made in China, but it's made in the other drugs country, Mexico. There's been a bit of news about them on our TV today. They're always in the news. Right, let's have a that. Oh no, there's another one. There's another interesting item here. It's another American screw base, standard screw base. There's what it says about it. It's a dimmer lamp, 120 volts, 60 watt. Genco Precision Corporation. That sounds good. The number there, US. Bright and dim. All it is simply a resistor in circuit, which you switch, and it either comes on brighter or dimmer. I will show it. Now give me a chance to have a break. Sorry about that, I can't make it work. I put a bulb in and that. It originally wouldn't fit into the existing socket, so I put it through the adapter and in there, so it's obviously not working. The bulb's a worker, so it's not that. So sorry about that. As I say, my videos virtually go on as they are, so if something don't work, it shows up when they go on. Anyhow, if I ever get it going, I will come back and show it to you. Thanks. Yeah, sorry about that. I think it's the actual dimmer that's packed up. If I do get it working, I'll put it on some other time. This is this little night light. I've got it on the dimmer as well, which I always use, the variac. You can see the fillet spit it out, the other filament, the configuration. Right, what have we got up next? What have we got next? Right, we've got a continental socket now. This is a little small Edison screw. Little job from the other continent. I bought it over here, it wasn't bought on the continent, but as I say, oh, there's the clock chiming. As you can see, I get lots of odds and ends from the Wimbledon boot sale. It's got a ceramic sleeve thing around it. Isolates the outer from the contact. This one's got a switch which goes either way. It will go round and round, and you can do it either way. It's a few years old, 60s maybe. What name on them? No. There's no name on it. It's a pity. But country of origin, I don't think it's French, probably German. It's well made. It's a small Edison screw. That size is slightly larger than the candelabra screw. Probably show the two here, but if I take this bulb out, probably get an idea. That bulb's candelabra, and as you can see, it is somewhat loose in there. In England we tend not to use this size. They do occasionally turn up on items like, where is it? It's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. sometimes find them neat in items like this. This is like a night light. When it gets dark, you've got a cadmium cell there, which when light or lack of light comes on it, it allows the power. Just wondered why the camera was flashing. It looks like it's still going at the moment. It should still be going. Turn it round. This is one which, funny enough, it's listed UL sensor nightlight. Got all the stuff there. Tells you how to change the bulb. Replacement bulb number 7C77 watt. Made in Japan. You look at the base. Looks like it's been overstamped 220, 240, and it looks like they've altered the pins. If it was Japanese or American, it would have had the flat pin, but as it is now, it's got the European type of pin, which is similar to the English pin but more widely spaced. That's the size of them. So you see these in England, they do sometimes have the candelabra size base.